Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain you how you can insert a node after a particular node. After a particular node means that our program is going to ask user to enter a node after which user wants to insert a new node, and then our program is first going to search for that particular node and then our new node will be inserted. Means suppose if user want to insert a new node after 8, so first we are going to start with head, and first we are going to check the data in the first node. If this data is equal to the desired data, that we are going to insert a new node over here. But if since over here 5 and 8 they are not same, so we will go to the next node and then we will compare the data. So if data matched, it means that it is the location after which we need to insert a new node. So let's see how we can write a algorithm for this. So to insert this, we can start with ptr equals to head. Then we are going to check a condition while ptr data not equals to done, and if so with this while loop, what we are going to do, we are going to locate the node after which we will insert a new node. So how this code is going to work? So let me draw a table. In a table, this is our num, and our num is 8, right? Num is 8. Then I declare this ptr, so I put this ptr in the table, and I initialize the value of ptr as head, so means it is 200. Now in the loop condition, I have this ptr data. Okay, this ptr data, and so ptr is 200, so our data is 5, so it is 5. Now we are going to compare if ptr data is not equal to num. Since they are not equal to num, condition is true, so we are going to update the value of ptr equals to ptr next. Ptr present value is 200, so 200 next is this 300, so new value of ptr, it will be 300. Now we will go back, and over here again we will check ptr data. So 300 data, it is 8, so we will put 8 over here, and then we are going to check the condition. Since 8 ptr data is 8, num is 8, so condition is false. Since it is false, so we are not going to go inside the while loop, and we will come out of the while loop. And you can note that at the end of the while loop, the address that is there in the ptr, it is the address of the node after which we want to insert a new node. Means we are going to insert a new node over here. So if the address of the new node, let it be 900, then after this while loop, first we are going to create a new node, then we are going to store the data. So new node data, let it be 10, so 10 will be over here. Now after this, to connect this new node to the linked list, what we have to do, we have to update the addresses in the next pointer. So this 400, we need to replace this 400 with 900, so that after this particular node, next node will be this new node, and in the next pointer of the new node we need to put 400, so that from this new node our next node will be this 400. Okay, so in this way we will be able to insert this new node. So to put this 400 and 900, what we can do, we can write this new node next equals to ptr next. So you can see ptr is 300, so 300 next, it is 400. So this 400 will be placed over here in the new node. This after the new node, next node will be at 400. So this is connected properly with this line. Then to move from 300 to the new node, what we can write? PTR next is equals to So PTR next means 300 next. We are talking about this particular next pointer. So it is equals to new node. So we put 900 over here because the new node is 900. So by these two lines, we are able to connect the new node with the linked list. Right. Now apart from this, there may be one problem. Like suppose if we have head equals to none, means suppose if our linked list is empty, then if user want to insert a new node after a particular node, then since our linked list is empty, so it is not possible because there is no node in the linked list. So in such a case, if head is equals to null, then we should print that linked list is empty and we can come out of the program. Means we should not execute this particular algorithm because this algorithm should be run only when we know that there are some nodes in our linked list. Otherwise, immediately if linked list is empty, immediately we should print that linked list is empty and we should come out of the program. Okay, so another problem is, suppose if user in place of this 8, suppose if user wants to insert a new node after 12. Now in this particular linked list we do not have this data, so we should also check in this loop, we should also check if we come at the end of the linked list. So if we come at the end of the linked list, then we should interrupt and in between, and we should simply pop up the message that mentioned data is not there in the linked list. Okay, so it means that while designing a program for this particular thing to insert a node after a particular node, first of all we should check if our linked list is empty or not. If our linked list is empty, we should declare linked list is empty. Second, we should determine the location or the node after which we want to insert a node. So if we do not find a node, then we should pop up a message that there is no node with data this, and if we found a data, then we will insert a node. So let's see how we can write a program for this. So over here first I declared this structure, and in the structure I have this data and the next pointer. Name of my structure is node, and then I declared my function like this. Coming to the definition part of it, I start with this. I declared a pointer to the structure new node. I declared PTR and initialized the value of it as head. Then in this int n, I declare n, in which I am going to ask user to enter the data for the new node. Then over here I checked if head is null. If head is null, I print linked list is empty. And immediately, if linked list is empty, it means immediately I should return to the main program. So means immediately I should come out of this function. So I return head. So whatever code is written after this, it will not be executed. Immediately, as soon as this return statement will be executed, compiler will go to the main program, right? So, but if this condition is false, then our cursor will come to this place. Over here, we allocate memory for the new node. Then we ask user to enter the data after which you want to insert the new node. Then user is going to enter the n. So, and then over here we compared the data of each and every node starting from the first node with the value of n. And if this condition is true, so we update the value of ptr. After updating the value of ptr, we put this condition. Now this condition is here just to check if ptr is equal to null or not, because if ptr is equal to null, it means that we reached the end of our linked list. And if we reached the end of our linked list, then it means that this data and it is not present in our linked list. Okay, and since it is not present in our linked list, so we can pop up the message that node with data n not present in the linked list. And since it is not present, so we cannot insert a new node after this particular value n. Okay, and then I can return head, so that immediately if I come to this place, then immediately I should return back to the main program. After that, suppose if we found the data, in that case this condition, if we found the data, in that case this condition will become false, and it becomes false before this, right? So if we found the data, we will never come to this statements. Okay, so if we found the data, we will come over here. If we do not found the data in the linked list, we will execute this and return to main program. Then if we found the data, then we ask the user to enter the data for the new node, and whatever data user is going to enter, we are going to assign it to new node data. Then we update the next pointer of the new node. Then we update the ptr pointer, next pointer of the ptr with the value of new node. And then over here I display the updated linked list and then return head. So let me run this program. So over here you can see a menu is open, and if I enter 4 to insert a node after a particular. So presently, like if I try to display my linked list, to display I enter 2, and you can see my linked list is empty. So now if I enter 4 to insert a node after a particular node, so if I enter 4, so you can see it is giving me a message linked list is empty, and since linked list is empty, so I cannot insert a data after a particular data, because that particular data is not present. Our linked list is empty. So now again if I enter select 4, or let me first enter some data. So if I select 1, so it asks me to enter number to insert in the beginning. I put 55. Now updated list is 55. So now suppose if I again select this 4 to insert a node after a particular node, I put 4. Now it asks me enter the node data after which you want to insert. So since now linked list is not empty, we have 55 in the linked list, right? So now it is asking us that enter the data after which you want to insert the new node. So if I say enter 66, means this 66 is not present in our linked list. So let's see what output it is going to show. It is showing me node with data 66 not present in the linked list. Okay, and since it is not present, so we cannot insert a new node. So now let me again select 4, and this time let me enter 55, because our linked list it contain only one data, that is 55. So if I put 55, now you can see it is asking me to enter the data for the new node. Means if I now enter 77, now you can see updated list is 55, 77. Now again if I select 4, enter, again it is asking if again I am going to say 55, and again it is asking me to enter the data for the new node. Let me enter 3. So you can see my updated list is 55, 3, 77. So means this particular function is working properly for all the conditions. So with this I end this video. If you have any doubt, you can write in a comment box, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.